What if I told you the very aches and pains you're feeling right now aren't just random? They're a final warning, a last chance alarm bell from your own body. Ignore it, and you risk being sidelined by the very frame that's meant to carry you. Think for a moment about our grandparents and great-grandparents. How did they stride into their 90s, backs straight, heads high, navigating the world without a cane in sight? Their knees didn't sound like grinding gravel. Climbing stairs didn't leave them breathless and clutching their chests. Their sleep wasn't shattered by the deep nagging throb in their joints. Now fast forward to today. So many of us, long before we hit our golden years, wake up with that first conscious thought being a fearful question: will my knees hold me today? Will my back support me? It's as if the fundamental blueprint of our skeletal strength has been altered, as if the divinely given natural lubricant within our joints has completely dried up. This isn't just another health talk. This is a confrontation with an uncomfortable and widespread reality. Consider this an intervention. Our mission here at Senior Wellness Hive is singular and powerful: to return the gift of self-reliance to your beloved elderly family member, or perhaps directly to you, to reclaim a life where your own 2 feet are your foundation, not a walking aid. We toss around phrases like bone density loss or weak joints so easily, but have you ever stopped to ask the critical question: why now? Why has this suddenly happened? Your body was never silent. It has been sending you distress signals for years, maybe even decades. That unsettling click and pop in your knee wasn't just a quirky sound. The painful Charlie horse that jolted you awake at night wasn't a random event. The subtle tremor you felt in your legs while climbing a simple flight of steps, that wasn't normal fatigue. Those were all red alert sirens. Your body was screaming at you, telling you that its internal reserves were running dangerously low, that its vital fuel tanks were nearing empty. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on this hidden crisis. We're also unveiling a pathway forward, rooted in timeless natural wisdom and supported by modern understanding. We're talking about specific, powerful nutrients from nature's own pharmacy that, when used correctly, can fundamentally change the game for your bone density, your joint flexibility, and your core confidence in movement. This isn't about magic pills. This is about bioavailability, the body's ability to actually use what you give it. We'll delve into the concept of a superior form of calcium that your bones can actually absorb and utilize. We'll explore natural compounds that can act like internal lubricants, potentially restoring life to dried up, creaky knees and hips. Most importantly, we'll talk about reawakening the dormant strength within your own body, a power you may have forgotten you even possess. After the age of 50, 2 silent but devastating processes often begin. First, there's the gradual, stealthy loss of precious muscle tissue, a condition science calls sarcopenia. This isn't merely about feeling weaker, it's about your body's fundamental support system crumbling brick by brick. Simultaneously, a slow leak of calcium from your bones can begin. Outwardly, you see nothing, but inwardly, your bones can become more porous, more fragile. For women, the period following menopause can accelerate this loss dramatically. From a holistic perspective, this mirrors the concept of rising systemic dryness and inflammation. As years pass, the natural moisture and lubrication within the body diminishes, leading to increased stiffness and friction. This internal dryness slowly siphons away the innate softness and suppleness of your joints. This is where people often make their most critical mistake. They rush to the store, buy any common calcium supplement, and think the job is done. But what if your body cannot recognize or properly utilize that form of calcium? Instead of journeying to your bones, it might deposit in the wrong places, causing more problems than it solves. The idea that any calcium equals stronger bones is a dangerous oversimplification. What you truly need is calcium that is highly bioavailable, a form your body can easily embrace, absorb, and direct precisely where it's needed most. And the astonishing truth is that this invaluable resource isn't always found in an expensive pill. It can be hiding in plain sight, right within your own kitchen pantry. In this discussion, we will walk through 5 of these natural nutritional powerhouses. When used consistently and correctly, they can profoundly alter the future health of your bones, your joints, and your mobility. But remember this: If you ignore these signals your body is sending you right now, your body may soon force you to stop and listen. This journey isn't always easy, but for those who stay the course, a powerful knowledge awaits, a knowledge that could potentially free you from a life dependent on canes and constant caution. The first powerhouse we must talk about is the humble sesame seed. Its tiny size leads many to underestimate it, but within that minuscule shell lies a staggering concentration of bone-building minerals. Modern nutritional science reveals a startling fact. Per 100 grams, sesame seeds contain about 975 milligrams of calcium. Let's put that in perspective. The milk we've always crowned as the king of calcium has only about 125 milligrams per 100 milliliters. This means ounce for ounce, sesame seeds can be a far more potent source of bone-supporting calcium. From a traditional wellness viewpoint, these seeds are celebrated for strengthening the body from within and kindling the digestive fire. This last point is crucial because without efficient digestion, no nutrient, not even calcium, can reach its destination. Sesame seeds don't just add density to bone, they can help fortify the roots of teeth, strengthen hair follicles, and slow down premature hair loss. However, a major error is often made here, consuming the seeds raw. Raw sesame seeds contain natural compounds called oxalates, which can block the absorption of calcium, creating a barrier that prevents your body from receiving the nutrient. The result is counterproductive. The key is in the preparation. Lightly toasting the seeds for a few minutes until they crackle and pop helps neutralize these blockers, transforming this mighty seed from a potential irritant into a potent ally. Combining these toasted seeds with a bit of jaggery or pure maple syrup and a pinch of dry ginger powder creates more than a snack, it creates a nourishing tonic. The ginger helps balance inflammation, while the natural sweetener provides trace minerals. Having one small ball of this mixture or a teaspoon of the ground seed powder consistently after a morning meal can slowly but surely help knees feel more stable, backs feel more supported, and restore the body's courage to bear its own weight. Next, we turn to a silent guardian, makhana or foxnuts. Often dismissed as a simple snack, for seniors they can be a lifeline. They contain zero cholesterol, yet are rich in calcium and, importantly, phosphorus. You must remember that bones aren't built from calcium alone. Phosphorus is the essential partner that helps calcium crystallize and become part of the bone matrix. Without this balance, bones weaken from within. Makhana also contains special enzymes with anti-aging properties, helping to repair damaged proteins in the body over time. This means benefits that extend beyond bones to potentially supporting memory, nerve function, and cardiovascular health. The preparation method matters. Lightly roasting them in a teaspoon of ghee or clarified butter until crisp activates their nutrients. A sprinkle of black pepper and rock salt makes them digestible. For those with dental concerns, these roasted foxnuts can be ground into a fine powder. This powder, stirred into warm milk, creates an easily absorbed, soothing drink. Some traditions even consider a nightly pudding made with makhana, dates, and warm milk to be deeply restorative, as it supports the body's repair processes during sleep. Then comes the element whose deficiency often announces itself with a terrifying sound, the creak and grind of a knee. This is flaxseed territory. That sound isn't necessarily bone on bone. It is often the desperate cry of a joint whose natural synovial fluid is drying up. The alpha-linolenic acid in flax seeds addresses this very issue. It doesn't just soothe discomfort, it fights inflammation at its root. Research suggests that regular flaxseed consumption can increase levels of beneficial compounds called lignans, which are particularly known for helping to slow the rate of bone loss in postmenopausal women. Caution is key, as flax seeds have a warming nature and overconsumption can backfire. No more than 1 teaspoon of ground flaxseed daily is a wise limit. They must always be consumed ground, as whole seeds may pass through the body undigested. Furthermore, once ground, the precious oils can turn rancid quickly, so it's best to grind small batches and use them within a week. This ground flax can be mixed into oatmeal, blended into a morning smoothie, or stirred into a glass of buttermilk. Consistent use can help joints move more smoothly, restoring that lost internal cushioning. These three elements are not magical fairy tales, they are tools, but they only work when you understand your body's language. When your body calls out to you with pain, with sound, with weakness, responding with these nutritional powerhouses can potentially push back the day you feel you need to reach for support. Before introducing the fourth powerhouse, a critical truth must be understood. While we eat and nourish ourselves all day, the body's most profound repair work happens at night during deep sleep. This is where golden milk enters the scene. Do not mistake this for ordinary milk. This is a dedicated servicing fluid for your body, working through the night to mend the wear and tear on bones, joints, muscles, and nerves. Turmeric, its star ingredient, has been revered for centuries for its potent antioxidant and soothing properties. The challenge is that its key compound, curcumin, is poorly absorbed on its own. This is why the golden milk formula is specific. 1 cup of milk, ideally whole milk for its fat content. Add half a teaspoon of fresh turmeric paste or pure powder. Then the essential catalyst, a pinch of black pepper, which has been shown to increase curcumin absorption exponentially. Finally, add half a teaspoon of ghee. This clarified butter acts as a carrier, helping to transport the nutrients deep into the tissues. For sweetness, a hint of honey or maple syrup can be added. The mixture is simmered until it transforms into a warm golden elixir. Drinking this consistently before bed can ease bone and joint discomfort, calm systemic inflammation, and powerfully bolster the immune system. Those prone to frequent colds or constant fatigue often notice a significant shift. Sleep deepens, morning stiffness lessens, and a general sense of resilience returns. Finally, we arrive at the fifth powerhouse, black gram dal, or urid dal. To dismiss this as just another lentil is to overlook a monumental source of strength. Have you noticed the remarkable vitality and activity levels of many seniors in cultures where this legume is a staple? In traditional wellness systems, it is renowned for building strength and nourishing the skeletal system. As we age, one of the first systems to falter is often our nervous system. The slight tremors in the hands, the sudden loss of grip strength, the unsteady feeling, these are signs of nervous fatigue. Black gram dal contains natural compounds that help tone the nervous system and strengthen the connection between nerves and muscles. A soup or stew made with the whole skin-on black gram, tempered with garlic and a hint of asafoetida, creates a deeply strengthening meal. The garlic adds its own anti-inflammatory boost, while the asafoetida aids digestion. Having this dal at least twice a week can help energy return from the inside out, reduce overall fatigue, and make every step feel more secure. Yet, even these 5 powerful nutritional allies are not enough without 2 non-negotiable daily practices. The first is sunlight. Without vitamin D, calcium is essentially blind. If you are deficient in the sunshine vitamin, much of the calcium you consume will simply pass through your body unused. Getting at least 20 minutes of morning sun on your bare skin is not a luxury, it is a fundamental requirement for bone health. The second rule sounds simple, but has profound effects. Never drink water while standing. Drinking while standing disrupts the digestive rhythm and, from a holistic standpoint, is believed to disturb the body's natural balance, potentially aggravating stiffness. Always sit down and sip water slowly, allowing your body to process and absorb it properly. In the end, remember this: age is never your limitation. Age is merely a number. Your body is a temple, and its maintenance is in your hands. Start today. Integrate at least 3 of these practices into your daily rhythm. Give yourself 30 dedicated days. Then stand in front of the mirror and ask your own body if it feels a difference. If this information feels valuable, please share it with someone you want to see thriving for years to come. This is Senior Wellness Hive signing off for now. Stay strong, stay mobile, and never let the joy of movement fade with the passing years.